How y'all doing? Just making a whatever video today, just hanging out in an arboretum that's near me. Trying one of my new cameras out that I got not too long ago. It's this one right here, the Panasonic LUMIX GF-1. Just trying it out, putting it through its paces. I've been using more DSLRs. In fact, my main camera right now is a Canon 5D Mark II. That's been my main right now, but I'm really digging these old mirrorless cameras. I do have an Olympus mirrorless. Yeah, I'm just trying it out and taking some shots of this area. I'm in a gazebo type of thing right now. Yeah, let's keep on taking some pictures and enjoy the cool, I mean, not so much of a cool day, but definitely like not a scorching hot day in Southern California, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, let's keep on taking some pictures. So far I really like the camera in terms of how it feels. So it is an interchangeable lens camera, which is pretty cool. You know, you could always find lenses to, you know, alter the image quality and just get different things. I've seen online people saying that it's made out of metal. I think it might be. It has a couple of scratches. I got it used, so I think it is made out of metal. So it feels substantial to the touch. It feels sturdy. The shutter button right here, it feels good when you press it. It has a good tactile feel to it. It doesn't feel like you're pressing, for example, like a touchscreen. It's not touchscreen at all, but it doesn't feel like that. It doesn't have that feel to where there's no feedback. It gives you that feedback when you press down on it, and the sound it makes is actually pretty good. So I'm just gonna take a picture here. You can hear it, hopefully. It sounds satisfying. Sure, it's not like a DSLR where you get that, you know, shutter clap, if you will, but it does sound pretty cool. I like how it sounds. And overall, the picture quality. So this is the LCD in the back. You can see right there. It's not bad. I've definitely had better ones, have better ones. Is it good to check your formatting and your overall framing? Yeah. Color wise, I don't know. I'll have to see when I transfer my files to my computer and see if it's equivalent to what I'm seeing in the camera, you know, or if there's some discrepancies, which tend to be the case with some of these older cameras, like my Olympus one. It's pretty different between what I see on the screen on the camera and what I see on the computer. It could be pretty different. So sometimes you kind of have to take that leap, right? But I mean, if everything else is good, your shutter speed, your aperture and everything else, you should be good, right? But yeah, so far so good. Let's keep on taking some more pictures. So the camera also has a video option, which you are seeing right now. Is it good? I'm not entirely sure. I guess it depends on the vibe you're trying to get. I think I've heard it goes to 720p, and I mean, it's okay, right, for what it is. Again, this is a super old camera, over 15 years I want to say, so take that with a grain of salt in terms of like the capacity of the video qualities. But hey, if you're going for that vibe, or you know, you kind of on time, on very short time, and you need video, you might be able to pull it off. Might be able to pull it off with some post-production magic, and you never know, you might be able to pull it off. But you know, I think even in 2 generations of iPhone before the current one would do better in terms of the video quality, right? Picture quality though, I would say that's a little bit more up for grabs and subjective than the video quality, but I'll leave that up for you to decide, right? So I've taken some photos and a video and just kind of, you know, figuring out the camera. I mean, as much as you can in like the first couple of times that I take it out. But overall, I like it, you know. I haven't seen the pictures on my laptop yet, but I like it. I like how it feels. I like that it's sturdy. It has a sturdy feel to it. The click of the shutter button is pretty satisfactory. I really like how that feels and how it sounds too. The controls pretty easy to navigate. It's gonna be the UI is, I don't want to call it primitive, but it's usable, it's understandable, it's not overly complicated. So I think it'll be easy for somebody like myself that just picked it up to understand without having to go crazy into the menus and basically almost have to put in you know, passcode, if you will, almost to get into certain features. It's not like that, so I like that too. But let's get them on the laptop and see how they look. Alright, so I've uploaded all of my pictures that I took with the Panasonic LUMIX GF-1 onto Lightroom, and I thought it'd just be easier to show them on my phone because most people look at their pictures or pictures in general on their phones. So here we go. So this is literally the first picture I took with the camera, right? It has no editing done. It has nothing done post production basically on it. So the colors are very, very bright, honestly. Brighter than I thought they would be, more crisp than I thought they would be. So this is one of the pictures. It took obviously a lot of the same pictures with different settings and stuff. But this one with the waterfall, just very crisp, right? The colors pop quite a bit. I'm actually surprised because on the camera itself, they did not look like this, honestly. So I'm very surprised. So here's a couple more photos of a pond. I was walking around this like arboretum, nature preserve. And again, the colors, the greens are very vibrant. I think I might have overexposed a couple of these since the highlights are a little bit too bright. But again, colors are very good. Let's see, let's check out a couple more. So I saw this gazebo as I was walking, and I just took a couple of pictures of it with more shade and stuff like that. Again, I'll zoom in a little bit. Not only are the colors vibrant, but the sharpness that it is able to get is actually not bad at all, considering the age of the camera and you know, the old technology. It's pretty crisp. One thing that I have heard about this particular camera is, or mirrorless in general, even the older ones, is how fast they are with the autofocus, and I definitely was able to tell how quick it was. Another photo here. Again, very crisp, very sharp. I like that a lot. I tried to take a bit more photos from a distance. So I had this big tree here, and again, the colors are quite good. The sky is blown out, as you can see. It's mainly white, but again, it was a very sunny day today, so that's okay. And there is a tinge of blue. You can kind of see the gradient outside, like as it goes out from the tree itself. You get some of that blue towards the corners. Not bad. Just some random pictures here. There was like a home here in this preserve, so I tried to take kind of like that sort of scene of that. I don't know what it is, an office or just the home. Pretty cool. Again, colors very vibrant, very sharp. Oh, so one of the things that I like to shoot a lot are flowers and just like plants in general. With the flowers here, maybe I just wasn't getting the settings right. again, what I was talking about, I think this camera tends to, you have to uh, kind of put the settings, not overexpose the photo itself, um, because I do see that it tends to have very bright highlights, right? Um, and this is kind of an example of that with this flower. And I was trying to get it, to get what I was seeing in person. So maybe I should have um, underexposed or just kind of toned it down so that I could get a little bit more of that deep. It wasn't so deep of a pink hue that the flowers had, but it was definitely deeper than this. But definitely, again, as you can see, the sharpness is quite good, honestly, when I zoom in, right? So I really like that. But again, this camera seems to overexpose a little bit, so maybe hold back a little bit, so that you can get a bit more warmth out of it. Um, but not bad in general, right? Got that home again from another angle, right? So again, I go back to talking about that sharpness. It's just I'm honestly surprised about the sharpness that this camera has, even with the kit lens that it comes with. Not bad at all. Like, I'm quite surprised about that. My Olympus is similar too, and maybe it's just a mirrorless thing. Even for older ones, I'm not sure. It's the only two mirrorless cameras I have. Everything else I have is DSLR. But I do like the sharpness. Turtle here. A couple pictures of this little guy that I saw. And I took a couple of pictures of this little turtle here, who's just hanging out on the rock. The sharpness, which it still kind of holds up with this picture, or these pictures of the turtle. Even as I zoom in, this right here is where it kind of starts to get, as you can see, blurry and a little bit more like pixelated. But if we zoom out, I think I can crop this picture maybe to like here, and it's still not bad, considering, right? So yeah, that picture, a couple more scenic photos of a stream. Um, this one was a little blurry. I was trying to get the settings right on this one. Let's see, maybe this one looks a little better. Yeah, a little better. Again, like I was saying, I noticed that I had to um, dial back the settings a little bit to not get so much, like the highlights be too crazy. So I was starting to get the hang of it a little bit, but it was a little blurry because of it. So maybe in some of these, having like a tripod or something would have helped. But I didn't have a tripod. I was just hand holding the camera. We have some more photos. The tree, I think this was a red oak or something. I don't remember, to be honest. But just wanted to get some cool shots. And I'll be posting a lot of these on my social media. So if you see on my description, you'll be able to see them on my different social media places. Like, edited and kind of just bumped up a little bit, right? But that's some of those. And yeah, and that's pretty much it for the camera, right? As you can see, some photos here that I kept on taking. And again, I'll post a lot of these on my social media so you'll be able to see them more clearly. Oh, okay, so this one right here. I wanted to get a shot looking up in the kind of like forest area of this preserve. There's obviously a spider web right there. And I was just trying to get it because every time I took it, it was just like too overblown, right? So I was trying to get closer. And this one, I think probably, yeah, gets it the closest to what I wanted in terms of the framing and just the scene itself. Um, so pretty cool. I'll probably end up editing this one a little bit more and posting it. But yeah, these are just some of the photos that I took just as a start to get used to the camera. This is a pretty good one too. I like this one. I don't know why, it just looks cool. Trying to get a little closer. So that's basically my initial reaction to this Panasonic LUMIX GF-1, as you can see right here. A great little camera, honestly, for the age, you know, for the technology that is, you know, definitely leagues behind what's currently available, especially with mirrorless cameras. I mean, if you take a look at what Sony's doing, it's pretty astonishing. But with all of that said, I really like this little camera. A great camera just to take, you know, randomly, you know, like I did. You know, usually if I was planning a bigger trip or doing something a bit more involved, I would take one of my other main cameras, you know, a bigger full frame camera, something that has a bit more to it, you know, and I can just really hone in on specific things that I want to see and do with it. But this, if you're just going out and hanging out and you want to have something compact, I mean, the lens is kind of thick, so it's, you know, medium compact, I would say, in terms of size, but it's, you know, doable. You can walk around, take pictures, not look at a place with it. I recommend it. I really like it. Here's a quick look of it again with the controls here. The controls at the top, you can choose the different modes, you know, the power here, the shutter button here, camera right there if you want to do the video camera option. In the back here we have battery compartment, and in the battery compartment is where you put the SD card right there. Yeah, great little camera. If you see it around, it's usually going to go anything from like $80 to maybe $120. And if you look close, you'll probably find one with the lens too, unless you want to find, you know, just the body and you have lenses, or you're going to look for a lens elsewhere. Oh yeah, and I forgot to show, here's some other connections there as well. But yeah, great little camera, LUMIX GF-1. Again, if you see it around, I would say get it. Get it, have fun with it, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Do you have one? How do you like it? And if you plan on getting one, tell me what you think of it. But yeah, thanks.